Hello, Love 52. Hey, I hope you're well. I've been sharing with you lately, the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about forgiveness, and specifically it's been about self-forgiveness, and so if you're going through this, maybe there's pieces or parts that I say that you practice or you agree with. Maybe there's some things that you would like to add to it. And I want to remind you that what I share is just information that I've gathered through the years, through experiences myself and working with other people. And so you don't have to agree with me. I do not have to be right. You know, self-forgiveness. I want to emphasize the point of forgiving myself. And the point is because I matter to myself. I am important to me. And that's why I want to forgive myself. It takes interest in myself to make the time to take a look at the things that I maybe am still holding on to, negative thoughts and feelings about myself. It takes time, and I'm interested enough in me. I'm important enough to me that I spend the energy, exert the energy in doing this, and it can be kind of emotionally draining. So talk about energy, and I'm paying attention to me, and I'm paying attention to taking a look honestly with myself about myself. And by doing this, I can free myself from shame and guilt and negative emotions about myself, negative thoughts about myself. And what that will do is allow me to love myself freely with no conditions. And if I love myself freely, I can love others freely without conditions. And so, loving myself, forgiving myself can be a form of loving myself. Interest, time, energy, and attention, right? And it can promote loving myself and assist in loving myself. And so self-forgiveness is a huge thing, and it helps us learn to forgive other people. And so, one complication or one thing that kind of interferes with people sometimes when it comes to forgiving themselves, oftentimes I hear people say that they need to be forgiven first so that they can forgive themselves. And I understand that. I mean, that comes with the judgment of that comes with self-judgment. That comes with feeling guilty. That comes with feeling bad and thinking I don't deserve to forgive myself until I'm forgiven by others first. Well, again, this is just my opinion. The good news is I don't need to be forgiven by others to forgive myself. Other people might just choose to hold a grudge, hold resentment, hold vengeance and animosity, the rest of their life. And that's going to weigh them down, and I'm not saying they don't have a right to be angry at me. Of course they do. But if they're going to be weighed down by that, that's their choice. And if I need to wait for them to forgive myself, well, there's conditions. And I don't think that forgiveness really has conditions. Again, just my opinion. And then just think about it. There's people who maybe you have not forgiven yourself yet. And what's the possibility of ever having contact with that person that you need to be forgiven from if they're nowhere around? I mean, if they're nowhere around and you never have contact again, that means you can never forgive yourself. So, it's something to think about. And it's something I had to deal with and learn how to move beyond needing to be forgiven from others first. And maybe there's people in your life who can help you with that, who can talk to you about that or share their own personal experiences, give you advice, Self-forgiveness. Oh, it's freeing, weight off your shoulders. You're not carrying the baggage of negative emotions, and you can love yourself unconditionally. So that's what I've done the last few weeks, is taken a look and worked on forgiving myself for things. And maybe you have too. I don't know. And if you haven't, that's okay. If you have, that's cool. Maybe you've had to seek help from other people, talk to other people about this. So continue loving, continue to spread love, continue to love yourself. I've seen great examples recently of just love being spread and love being shared. And, if you want differences or changes to happen in life, be a part of the change, right? Or be the change, be the difference. I'm sure there's many philosophers or different people who have said stuff like that. So spread love, love yourself, and we will continue to talk. Take care. Bye.